this. I don't know if it's streaming or not. Doesn't really that much matter because I don't even watch those back. And the person who
Hashtag
used to
unedited.
watch our Twitch streams is here right now.
I wonder if Mr. Hanakna's in the chat.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what we used to do every time.
Let's
The
go
only
see.
person.
Yeah.
I'd hear my name and I just put hi.
Yep.
You're listening
Jay
to
sometimes
the
would.
Halfway Network podcast.
What, are you eating mid podcast?
Grapes.
I have people skills.
Okay, but you're helping me with this.
Excuse me.
It's not mid, it's at the beginning.
Oops.
I've been recording this whole time.
So bye.
Oh, it was just a nightmare.
Oh, this whole time.
Whoops. I'll stop it.
It's fine. That's what I do to Jay during Drunken Arcanauts.
This is Help Desk Nightmares. This podcast takes a look at the interactions help desk and support techs have on a regular basis and the nightmares we encounter.
Dave's very deep voice.
Sexy.
So the gang's all here again. Even Cody, who's been on vacation. Cody missed
For 2 days.
Yeah, Cody missed the big happening at our office, which was one of the 10 plagues of Egypt. We had a billion flies in our building over the weekend.
I don't understand how it happened, but I was the one who was contacted first about it. I'm out of town. So I emailed the owner, Mark, and our new guy who's handling a lot of the stuff. And I was like, hey, hopefully someone can deal with this. No one responded.
I didn't even see it. I don't have my work email send
Oh, no.
notifications
So-
on the weekend.
Yeah, because one of the team members that came in on the weekend, they're like, I came here, saw the flies, figured I could work, then flies started flying toward me. So I left.
Work.
Yeah. But did we figure out where they came from?
Well, so what I think happened was there were allegedly and apparently some maggots in the trash can outside of our door.
Mhm.
And many times maggots and pupae turn into flies. So they just got into the building. By the time I showed up on Monday morning, there was like 20, 30 flies dead on the ground, but there were still like 20, 30 flies flying around. So I went around smacking them with like a cardboard. I killed like 15 of them, and then they flew up high on the walls where I couldn't get to them. So then throughout the day, I would go around and smack them and kill them. They were pretty weak and slow because they didn't have anything to eat. But I
Yeah.
killed probably 30 flies in addition to the 20 or 30 that just died of natural causes on their own.
Look at that. You are
It was
the
super gross.
exterminator.
Really gross.
So we actually had something similar like that happen at my place. What I gather is that it was the flower company that we used to like put flowers around the building.
Mhm.
The dirt that they used actually had a bunch of gnat eggs in it, and
Ooh.
because of that, they eventually hatched. And the whole place, it was just filled with gnats for like 3 or 4 months.
Oh, geez.
The IT department was the worst because we had one plant and one office, and it always got hot, so we had to open its door. So like it would always just fill the entire area. I always had like
Gross.
a piece of rolled up paper like on my desk, like ready to smack them. It was
Oh,
horrible.
man.
Yep. So,
We had something similar with termites.
oh,
Ooh.
Just a couple of the windows that got replaced in our building were fresh wood and they were untreated. So
Ooh.
I guess the termites just, flocked to that and just like started eating it and, hatching eggs, and it was pretty bad. Fortunately, I didn't sit that close to where that was,
yeah.
and they took care of it relatively quickly. So, but
Yeah, that'd be concerned of like the structural damage that a termite's going to do. Like these flies are just really annoying. A termite's going to eat out the building and then
yeah.
go under.
Yeah. So now we're waiting on the other 9 plagues, which end in the death of the firstborn son, which is me. So I'm going to have to get some goat's blood and put it on my door so I don't die.
Yep. Got to get past over.
Hopefully you'll
Yeah.
be out of that office by the time that plague hits.
Yeah. I don't know that it matters. Oh, yeah, I'm out of the city too, so. Yeah.
Nice.
We had, I think last time that we did an episode, I didn't do one last week. I just threw up the Halfway podcast on Black Wall Street on the feed this week.
Got him. And
Got
someone
'em.
starts listening. This isn't IT related.
Yeah, I said something at the beginning. I was like, "This is not what you normally listen to this feed for." I think that
But
Jay,
it's
Jay and I,
important.
yeah, and Jay and I looked at the numbers for Drunken Arcanauts. We do it like he looks at it through PodTrack for the stats and stuff. It's like in any given week in June, there was like 1,600 unique IPs traffic for the RSS feed. So that's pretty cool. I haven't looked at Help Desk Nightmares or the IDK one.
That is like 1,590 more people than I know. So that's super exciting.
Or is that exactly all you know? One of them for the Halfway podcast, you're on that one. So that's cool.
Mhm.
But anyway, the point being, what I was saying was Eddie J, whoever that is a producer level patron. Yeah, producer level.
I can't wait for him to become Mark's friend, and then we'll chat with him for approximately 1 month until he lowers his Patreon.
Well, once he,
level, and then we'll just act like he doesn't exist. Hashtag miss you, Alex.
yeah, once
It
he
wasn't
stops,
even a month though.
I know.
It was like 2 or 3 days, and then silence.
Once he stops giving, then I might just shut the Patreon down, or like post everything for free because it's like at this point,
Yeah, I don't know if it's
Mr.
if you're
Hanakna
not-
and my mother-in-law. Jay's
yeah,
still a
if
patron.
you're not getting a lot of money from it, I'd say shut it down, open
or
this
just like make it
podcast up,
free. Yeah.
and then when we get famous because of Dave and Mr. Hanakna, then you can open it back up.
Oh yeah, Mr. Hanakna's How to Build a Home Lab walkthrough that
Mhm.
Cody
And
wants
what
to do.
all those cool things mean.
Love it.
Still
Oh.
over my head.
I'll save it for my what have you been doing? Never mind.
Smart.
You
Gotta
could.
have something.
Yep. You better write it down. You're gonna forget.
Oh no, I won't forget.
Okay.
I'm really excited now.
Ready to brew.
Okay, so we're
Cody's
going to go
got
based
some
on
questions.
who is right next to me on the webcam or web video thingy.
Is it
We
Dave?
got
Do we have the
Dave.
same view?
Dave.
I think
Yeah,
we
and so it
We're in the
goes.
same organization.
Good.
It goes me, Dave, Austin, Mark.
Yeah, it goes in alphabetical order, I think,
Oh,
from the chat
I
window.
did not even think of that.
you are so smart. Good job.
Davion.
Okay, so Davion Discord.
Davion.
Your first question of 3. According these are actually somewhat difficult, so we'll see what happens. According to analyst Ming Chi Ku, Apple may stop including what in the box of its 2020 model iPhones? So what will it stop including with its iPhones? Or what
Charger?
did they? Hey, there you go, bingo!
He
Hey.
played
trying
that
to
so
get-
well.
right.
I
That was
faked it.
great.
But I know that they're looking forward to just going to completely wireless charging, which I think is kind of dumb. But
Yeah.
so that was my guess.
Yeah, and I mean, if it does get to that point, they should at least include a base for charging. But I think in this instance, they understand that everyone who owns an iPhone likely has the cables laying around somewhere. So they're just like, we'll save the 67 cents. For your second question, Facebook has shown off a new proof of concept VR headset, separating itself from the bulky VR headsets we know and love with a design that looks like what? This is pretty neat.
No idea, but I'm going to say a pair of glasses.
Hey, I'm gonna take that. It is sunglasses.
Well,
It looks like, like a standard pair of sunglasses, just a little bit thicker, and that's what they're trying to go to next time for
That's
their
pretty
next
cool,
iteration of VR.
actually.
And for your third and final question, we'll see if you get 100%. Disney Plus app downloads are up 74% over the weekend as a result of what newly released movie?
There have been
Mark?
a couple, but I think it might be because of Hamilton.
Hey, there you go, 100%. Okay, these were too easy. Sorry.
Very, very easy.
Congratulations.
I saw Hamilton
take
in
the
real
win.
life.
well,
Jay-
that's because you got money.
yeah, it was pretty expensive too. For the shitty seats, it was really expensive. Jay has a question. Jay from Halfway Network says, "My computer just shut off, and when I power it back up, it goes for a bit, then just turns off again."
Overheating. Just a guess.
Oh gosh. Well,
Just
yeah,
a
we
guess.
can.
I
Poor
said
Jay. We'll deal with that
overheating.
at the Yahoo Answers, I think.
Yeah. We'll just include them.
Let me research that on Google real quick, and I'll get right back at you.
Ready to brew.
Okay, Austin, for your 3 questions, hopefully these are just as easy as Dave's for your first one. What social media giant is experiencing large advertisers leaving due to the platform's inaction on hate speech?
Facebook.
Oh my gosh, you're too good at this. Number 2, U.S. Secretary of State Mike Pompeo is considering a ban on Chinese social media apps, including what popular video sharing platform?
TikTok.
Oh my gosh, you're a beast. Number 3, what streaming service is finally introducing individual user profiles? So of all the streaming services, which one is finally introducing individual user profiles?
I didn't know there was
Stumped
one
ya.
that didn't have them.
There's only one that I know of, and I'm really happy that it's here because it's super annoying.
Oh God.
I have no idea.
It's not Twitch. It's not YouTube.
Nope, it's like TV streaming, movie streaming.
Oh, well, you just said TV streaming, so
Oh.
that takes out my idea.
Oh no, not
Oh.
TV stream, like TV show streaming.
I mean, but that still takes out my idea. I was like,
I have
oh,
a
maybe
guess
it's
for that.
music.
No, Netflix has it.
I'm gonna guess Hulu.
Hulu has it.
Does it?
The one no one ever uses because they have such a trashy library, Amazon Prime Video.
Oh.
No.
They got a couple.
Oh, so
They
like
do
to
have-
view like your recents or
So
like-
essentially, like Netflix and Hulu, you can have family members because they've recognized like every other streaming service. You know,
okay.
you've got your parents on there, your cousins, and maybe that person you saw at Starbucks once and you gave them your password. So
Yeah, I didn't think
Gotcha.
about that. I use it
Okay,
sometimes.
That's what you
but
meant.
Yeah.
yeah.
I would not have guessed Netflix then. I should have asked for more clarification.
I was gonna say it made it too confusing because Austin is too good at this game.
Rip.
Ready to brew.
Mark, are you ready for your 3?
I'm ready to brew.
What popular community forum has announced the ban of The Donald as part of its stricter content rules?
Forum, popular internet forum, Reddit.
Yay, there you go. There's only
Hey.
one, right?
I mean,
Good
4chan
job.
and 8chan were popular.
Oh. Number 2, T-Mobile has shut down a 5G network recently acquired from what cell phone provider?
Sprint.
Hey, bingo. This one's going to be a tough one. This
Oh,
is
no.
going to get you.
I get one
new-
tough one.
A new racing series featuring what type of electric transport device will be launching in 2021? This is a long shot. So, like, this is supposed to be like the new NASCAR or, you know, rally car racing, things like that, but it's using an electric what?
It's a video game for racing?
No. This is
No.
this is a
In
new
real
racing
life.
series. Like, it's going to be on ESPN.
Oh.
Like NASCAR or MotoGP for motorcycles.
It'd be
spot on.
funny if it was Prius. My guess is Tesla. What's it
No,
using?
and not cars. I'm going to
Oh.
let you. It's a different type of. I don't want to call it a vehicle. It's a
No,
different
I don't
type
have
of
any guess.
transportation method.
Someone else
Oh,
guess.
I have a guess.
Dave.
Okay, Austin had his hand raised.
Go for it.
Is it RC cars?
Oh no, Dave.
Davion?
Is it Segways?
Very close. It's actually electric scooters.
So close,
Like-
yet such a nerd.
What?
It's
they
gonna
running
be on,
out of-
it feels like because it should be on
Oh.
ESPN, the Ocho, where all of those
I
random
would,
sports
I would
are
watch
at, but
Teslas
yeah,
first.
electric high-speed scooter racing is going to be starting up in 2021. I know Mark's
That's
gonna.
That's gonna have some
Watch that.
awesome crashes.
They're just going to be using standard bird
Oh,
scooters or something.
Yeah.
Hit the
I
ground.
cannot wait for high speed shin braking. That's gonna be
Yeah.
awesome.
Ugh.
I guess
Yup.
it can't be Segways because they stopped making those now, didn't they?
Yeah, I heard.
They
We
stopped
learned
making
that
those standard
last
ones.
episode.
Yeah.
But
The
they're still
standard
making
standard.
stuff.
Oh,
I recently
okay.
saw a deal. They're selling like a hoverboard with a go-kart expansion for children. So
Weird.
it's $2,000 for a child.
That seems like it's worth it.
So you know what that means? Dave is the winner this week, and that's because he got the easiest questions, or it's because he's the smartest. You decide.
Definitely not the latter.
Davion Discord.
Davion Discord. Adam on Davion Discord.
Maybe on Discord.
Oops, I did not look at the username before I got this Reddit.
Is
story
this
from
racially
them.
charged?
No, it is not. It is the Amazing Jizz. 5 hours ago
Oh.
wrote.
Oh,
That's my Reddit username.
I don't know why it's amazing. He did not say that. He or she says, just fielded a call from a user that said his monitor was no longer working. Took about 10 minutes of me asking before he told me he changed something. Turns out He went out and bought 2 Wi-Fi USB adapters and plugged one into his monitor's USB port and one into his PC. Then proceeded to try and connect his computer to the monitor through Wi-Fi. It almost took 15 minutes for me to explain that that is not how it works, even though he insisted it would. He is an accountant, by the way. He then proceeded to send me a link to a monitor that can connect via Wi-Fi, as though that somehow proved his Wi-Fi adapter trick worked, and I just didn't want to help him figure it out. Also got annoyed that he spent $140 on a Wi-Fi adapter and apparently can't return it. Not sure why, though, and not sure why he spent $140 on it. He's going to be less happy when he finds out I am billing him for the time. I bet he's going to spend the next few hours trying to get it to work with the chant of, I can't wait to prove them wrong, on repeat in his head. The problem with being the smartest guy in the room is that you need to actually be the smartest guy in the room.
I have a really hard time believing that he spent $140 on just a Wi-Fi adapter. I could see a wireless HDMI adapter for that price,
Yeah.
which makes sense.
You got to at
but-
least try a cheap one to see if it'll work before you drop $140.
Exactly. Holy moly.
Maybe-
And go ahead.
Maybe when he told the sales guy that he wanted to hook it up with Wi-Fi adapters, the guy's like, sure, and he overcharged him because he knew he was dumb.
That's the thing is I feel like it's like automotive repairs. People get taken advantage of all the time in that
Yeah.
industry. It's like,
Absolutely.
oh, my computer's not working. It's going to be $800. Sorry.
Yeah. I take my car to the dealer, and then I know what they're doing because it's part of the package that I pay for. They don't tell me
Smart.
special random
I can
things.
never take my car to the dealer. My
Really?
my BMW would literally cost me like thousands of dollars.
Oh, yeah.
every time.
I just have a
Yeah,
Corolla.
Yeah, I was going to say I drive a Ford,
Yeah.
which means that, it's cheap.
Cody's got a nice car, especially compared to the cars that he drove the first 4 years I knew him.
Oh my gosh. My wife and I were just talking about this, that having a reliable car is by far one of the most amazing feelings when you've driven or unreliable cars for the past 25 years.
Yeah.
Like we just went to
Totally.
West Michigan, had no concern about anything.
Yeah.
Just drive 200 miles, good.
Wow.
I had a little bit of a scare with my vehicle that's only 5 years old, but it had nothing to do with the vehicle. It had to do with I forgot to get gasoline. And I was just
I've run out of
riding on
gas
fumes.
dozens of times.
But I don't
So
want
many
to
of
be
the cars I've owned do not have gas gauges.
I don't want to
that
be
work,
sitting
so.
on the side of the road in 95-degree heat waiting for AAA or whoever to come, or walking on the road getting the gas myself in 95-degree heat. So I made it, no problems.
Yeah, my first year at the company that we work at now, I was driving to work and my exhaust fell off on the highway going 70 miles an hour. Not a huge deal, used to that kind of stuff. So I pulled over, got under the car, grabbed some mechanics wire and just put it back up and drove to work for the rest of the day. So
Was that a different car than the catalytic converter was stolen off of it? Or
yeah, that was a different one. I've driven, I think, 4 or 5 different cars over the past 5 years. But now I'll have one for the next 5. So
and they're
that's-
all sitting in your driveway still.
My exhaust fell off. It's okay. I'll
No
just
big
put
deal.
it back on. Everything's normal.
Yeah,
I got
but-
some
oh my,
tape. I'll just,
Yeah.
yeah, I'll
seriously,
just tape it up to the thing. It's fine.
so much better. Now I'm not going to touch this car. I'm not going to replace anything on this. And I know that sounds lazy, but I've got, like Mark said, I splurged and went with the dumb warranty package. So if something goes wrong, I will bring it there and say fix it.
But
even
partly
if I know how to fix it.
like the older cars, you can do stuff yourself, and now there's
Yeah.
quite a bit that's computerized that I can't get into that. So I can't, like, I can change it still probably, but I can't tell the system that it has been changed and it won't know.
So
Austin, you're
do it.
not like tuning your BMW. I feel like that you would be
No,
the guy to do that.
I have a laptop with the BMW software on it. The problem is that everything's in German, so I have to like look up translations of all the different settings. So it's not worth it sometimes. Like I'll go out and spend like a day of the weekend like messing with it, and then I'm done like for a month. It's not worth it.
How's that table
Nope.
going? Are you all done with your table
Should
yet?
be done.
I need to clear the top of it, but it's all together and it's sitting in the dining room. So
Nice.
Look at that.
it's
What's
done now.
Wasn't there
Nice.
a party or a birthday party or something that was supposed to happen this past week?
I had
It
my
didn't get-
birthday on Sunday of last week.
Congratulations on
It
another
was
year of
done.
life.
It's 47 now, the big
Yeah,
47.
man. Looks good for 47.
You're not
Yeah.
even
I appreciate
27,
it.
are you?
What's that?
You're not even 27, are you?
No.
No, he can
No.
drink alcohol this year. That's his first time.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You said
So-
that joke last
Wow.
time. Reddit user Xynosaurus writes this. I don't, but Sinosaurus does. A large international bank as local support. It's not a bad job by any means, but some things make me question my own sanity. The personal assistant of some executive comes to tell me she has a question. Apparently, she needs to upload a picture to a website, and she, quote, doesn't want to give them our system. I ask her to show me what she exactly means, since while I do have a clue what she might be referring to, I hope with all my heart she isn't asking what I think she's asking. She proceeds by opening an email, opens a link, waiting till the page loads in the browser, clicks on select picture, continues to select the desired image, pauses, stares at me, and asks, so I don't want to give website access to our systems. Is this even allowed? Trying to keep a straight face. Well, that's how it generally works, yeah. Looking annoyed at me. No, but this must be against company policy. They have to pick up the picture. Frowns.
Well.
Really trying to keep myself from not crying out of desperation in disbelief. Ma'am, that's not how it works. You choose a file to send them. They don't have access to anything beyond what you actively select. They don't pick up anything. After a bit more talking, she was sufficiently convinced. She told me she never saw anything like this before, which I sincerely doubt, wished me a good day, and went off to do God knows what for the remainder of the day. Worst thing is that these people make more money in a month than I do in half a year.
Yeah, scary.
So I'm assuming that this website just immediately, as soon as she passed the reCAPTCHA screen,
Yeah.
it immediately brought up a File Explorer window asking her to upload something.
Yeah. I
Okay.
hate that CAPTCHA.
I mean,
I love it, but I just get irritated when it's like, select all the streetlights, and there's just a
Yes.
little sliver of the
Yeah.
streetlight that's on another box, and you sweat because you're like, do I click it? Do I not?
And then it's like, try
You just-
again.
You don't want to be a robot.
Okay.
Yeah.
yeah, I would much prefer, and to that user's, credit here, I would prefer them to ask if it's safe or if they can actually do something, as opposed to just clicking things that they're not sure about, though.
To upload a
True.
file.
Hmm?
Like the thing that she wanted to do, she was concerned was unsafe in general, uploading a picture to a website.
Yeah, I bet
mean,
you she's uploaded a picture for Facebook, or she's uploaded a picture for.
Yeah.
She's done it before. Come on.
I would still prefer them to ask, as opposed to everyone just like uploading willy-nilly whatever they want, because that's the issue, is that if someone were to upload any of the business's photos to a website that
can get them
claims
from our own
ownership once you
website.
upload them, then
Oh.
we're in trouble. But we just had a user. The only reason I'm bringing that up is because we had a user allow Google to send notifications, or a website to send notifications to their PC. And normally, not a huge deal. User profiles, do whatever you want. But they clicked it on an adware website. So it kept recommending sexy singles in their area on their work PC. And this employee obviously it very clearly is not trying to use their PC for that reason. And it just so happened that they went to a legitimate website that had some malware and auto routed them to an adware website. They thought it was legit, clicked allow, and there you go. Every 15 seconds, a new sexy single in the area.
They're probably
know.
like, how do they know where I live?
Exactly. How do they know I'm looking for a sexy single? Come on.
I could really use a sexy signal right now.
Mhm.
Meet Natasha. She's 23 and likes.
Likes, and then it lists all your Facebook likes.
Yeah.
How did it know?
How does it know that?
She likes the TV series Lost that was made in 2006.
Speaking of
It says
TV,
it verbatim like that.
The Last Kingdom
She
is renewed for season 5, in case anyone watches that except for me, which I'm excited about on
Ooh,
Netflix.
I do not know what that is.
Heard
It's
of it.
historical. I mean, it's not like
Yeah.
a drama. It's like a fictionalized of like Alfred the Great era. But
Did
anyway.
you, Lori, what's that?
I thought his microphone cut out.
I did too.
Me too.
Is it called The
I was
Great?
like,
The one with,
My wife.
The Great. That's a historical show you should watch, Mark.
That is not that like that is is based in a time in history, but it does not have anything to do with the actual Catherine the Great or her husband
Oh.
of Russia. Like
You know what
it's
you should
based on a
watch?
true
The Game of
story
Thrones.
in that a
Yeah.
lady named Catherine the Great existed.
Okay, so The Great, Game of Thrones, are you trying to tell me those are not real historical?
Game of Thrones is
series?
very historically accurate. It really
That's
is.
what I
It is
thought.
very-
Yeah.
Maybe
I
give
think
up
the
on the
dragons
last
are a little
season.
bit upscaled for size, but otherwise it's dead on.
Yeah, the
they're
last
normally just small lizards.
just skip the last season and everything else is good.
Yeah, actually, you'll probably be fine.
That's what I've heard.
Breaking news.
July 7th of what year? Oh, that's the name. Of what year was, we've done this one, I think, 2 years in a row. A whole new way to drive a screw. Several U.S. patents are issued for the Phillips head screw and screwdriver to inventor Henry F. Phillips. Phillips founded the Phillips Screw Company to license his patents. One of his the first customers was General Motors for its Cadillac assembly lines. By 4 years later, 85% of U.S. screw manufacturers had a license